शान्तये ॐ यश्चन्दसां वृषभो विश्वरूपः छन्दोऽव्योऽमृतात् सम्बभूव समेन्द्रो मेघया शृणोतु अमृतस्य देवधारणो भूयासं शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेघया विहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः राहुग्रस्तदिवाकरेन्दुसदृशो मायासमाच्छादनात् सन्मात्रकरणोपसंहरणतो यो भूत्सुषुप्तः पुमान् प्रातस्वाप्समिति प्रबोधसमये यः प्रत्यभिज्ञायते तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः।
All the pramana prameya vyavaharas are on account of adhyasa. Without the identification with the embodiment, no pramana prameya vyavahara can take place. Here, pramana prameya vyavahara activities of pramana and prameya. Pramana is jnana sadhana, the means of knowledge. Prameya, the objects of knowledge, refers to not only pramana prameya, it also indicates by upalakshana the pramata, karta, bhokta, drashta, manta, shrota, anumanta, all this. See, in the Nyaya Nirnaya, line 4, Nyaya Nirnaya, line 4. Pramana prameya grahanam pramatradehe upalakshanam. Line 4. Nyaya Nirnaya. Middle. Pramana prameya grahanam is what? Pramatradehe upalakshanam. Upalakshanam means it is an indicatory word. It also signifies the pramata, the knower. What is Adi? Karta, Bhokta, Drashta, Manta means thinker, Shrota, hearer, Anumanta, inferrer, Anumanta, inferrer. Like that it goes on as such. All these statuses that Atma assumes is on account of what? Adhyasa only. And because of this, so Pramana Prameya Vyavahara of what? Sarvani Shastrani, Laukika, Vaidika. Laukika, worldly activities. Vaidika, Karma Shastriya, Moksha Shastriya. So all these activities. Can you spell out any activity which is not outside the purview of these three? Is there any Vyavahara which is outside the purview of Laukika Vyavahara, Karma Shastriya Vyavahara and Moksha Shastra Vyavahara. Upasana comes under the Karma Shastriya Vyavahara. So therefore, all Vyavaharas are on account of Adhyasa, and which we directly cognize as Sakshi Pratyaksha. Therefore, no other pramana, no other jnana sadhana is required to establish the existence of Adhyasa. Yet the Purva Paksha asks. So yet Purva Paksha Bhashyakara obliges because it helps to substantiate or to show the tenability of the occurrence of the Adhyasa. So two pramanas are going to be given. One is Arthapatti, other is Anumana, Anumanesa. So now the question was, Katham punaha avidyavad vishayani pratyakshadini pramanani shastrani cha iti. So when it was pointed out, all vyavaharas are on account of Adhyasa. Atma being superimposed on Atma, Anatma being superimposed, and vice versa because of Anyonya Adhyasa. Says the question was Katham punaha avidyavad vishayani. That we have seen that Anvaya, if you want you can check it. Punaha for Pramana Prashna. What is the Pramana for the existence of the Adhyasa? There Punaha Pratyakshadini Pramanani Shastrani cha Katham. In bracket you put Adhyara. Katham meaning is Kena Pramanena Avidyavad Vishayani iti. This is for Pramana Prashna, asking the Pramana as for the existence of the or the occurrence of the Adhyasa. Punaha Pratyakshadini Pramanani Shastrani cha Katham means Kena Prakarena Avidyavad Vishayani iti. If Akshepa means, see, your Pratyaksha Adi Pramanas are based on Adhyasa. Adhyasa itself is defective. Ashraya is defective, means the Ashrita also must be defective. So therefore, how can there be a defective Pramana? How can it give a valid knowledge? See, a defective Pramana, can it give valid knowledge? If your eyes are defective and with cataract, are you able to see properly? No. Like that, if the Pramana itself is defective, why? It is based in Adhyasa. Adhyasa itself is false, defective. How can the Pramana be a valid means of knowledge? That is the second question. There Anvaya was Punaha Avidyavad Vishayani Pratyakshadini Pramanani Shastrani cha Katham Pramanani syuhu. That Katham means Pramanani syuhu. How can they become valid means of knowledge? Iti. So this was the second Akshepa. First was the Pramana Prashna. So with this background, let us see. So, and we have already seen the meaning of Avidyavad Vishayani. Avidyavat means Avidyavan. And with the Avidyavan, Aham iti Adhyasa Van. The one who has got the Adhyasa, superimposition in the body, etc. That means identification with the body. He is the Adhyasavan. He is the Adhyasavan. So that is what Vishaya means. Ashraya, it is Bahuri Samasa. Pratyakshadi Pramanas and the Sarva Shastras are the one who have got the Ashraya in who? Adhyasavan Atma. Adhyasavan Atma. Because we have to, it's better than Pramata being Adhyasavan Atma. Adhyasavan Atma himself is Pramata. Why? When you bring Adhyasavan Atma, what gets questioned is Adhyasa. Adhyasa. So he wants to know the Pramana for the Adhyasa. So that is that. So that being the case. So first Pramana is questioned as to how do you say there is Adhyasa. Number two is, so how with the defective Ashraya of Adhyasa, these Pramanas can be, which are generally used in the world, can be the valid means of knowledge. So that in that context we had seen little about the Arthapatti. In Arthapatti, you know the Karya, the effect, and you also know without its cause this effect is impossible. But you have not seen the cause. But because the karya is seen, without the cause, karya is not possible. Therefore, you presume that there was this cause or there is this cause. It is a correct, it is a valid means of knowledge. It's called arthapati, like Pino Devadatta. Now about inference, you are supposed to know. Little about the inference. In inference, what happens? See, you should have a vyapti. Vyapti means sahacharya niyama, a rule of invariable coexistence. Sahacharya means coexistence, or what they call as concomitance. They call concomitance. There must be a rule of invariable coexistence of something. And then based on that rule, you should have that linga, that mark, which is called as the hetu or the middle term. It's easy if you take our example. What is that stock example? There yonder on the mountain, there is fire. How do you say, sir? Smoke is seen. Look, what you are seeing is smoke and not the fire. And you are inferring there is fire. You are right. Do you know why? There is a sahacharya nima. Vyapti is there. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire. Wherever there is, how did you say? I went to the kitchen. I had gone to Yajneshala. And I had gone to the forest where it was ablaze. So that means you have investigated, you are already done so. Elders have done it. So therefore, and wherever there is smoke, there is fire. What is the paksha? Where the thing, what is sadhya? There is fire. Listen, you are not able to see the fire there. If you are able to see the fire, it is direct perception, pratyaksha. You don't need the anumana. You are not able to see the fire, but you are able to see the smoke, and you infer that there is fire. You are right. So paksha means where sadhya is sandigdhavan. What is sadhya? Parvataha vannimam. The mountain is fiery, means there is fire in that. Is there fire or no? Doubt is there or not? Because you are not able to see. That is called as the paksha. Means thing that is available where the thing to be proved is to take place. So that is that. Now, Parvato Vannimam Pratidnya. Parvata is paksha, and what pratidnya is what you want to prove. Fire is there on the mountain. How? Dhumatvat. Because we are seeing, what is the relation between the smoke and the fire? Vyapti. Yatra yatra dhumaha tatra tatra vanni. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire. See, this can be seen other way. Parvato, say, dhumavan vannehe. The mountain is smoky because fire is there. No. Wherever fire, there is no smoke, there is no such rule. See, wherever there is smoke, there is fire. But wherever there is fire, there need not necessarily be smoke, because fire can be without smoke. The cause of smoke is not fire. You know what is the cause of smoke? The wet fuel. Wet fuel. So therefore you can't say, because the fire is there, there is smoke, you can't say. Vyapti is not there. Here Vyapti. This much is there, no. So therefore, based on the Vyapti, you have a linga, a hetu, on which you infer it is the fire is there because you have seen the smoke. This is fine. With this background, we will now see how Arthapatti and Anumana are there in the answer that is going to come. So, Uchyate
Dehendriyadishu Aham mama abhimana rahitasya Pramatrutvanupapattau Pramana pravruttyanupapattehe
Bas. Uchyate. Actually, the answer is from uchyate to tasmad avidyavad vishayani eva pratyakshadini pramanani shastrani. The next page, last bhashya, line 3. Up to that. Says, Dehendriyadishu aham mamabhimana rahitasya pramatatva anupapattau. See, when this is there, in the case of a person who has no aham mama abhimana in the deha and indriya, means aham abhimana in the deha is not there, mama abhimana in the indriya is not there. Abhimana, identification in the body as I, and identification with the indriyas as mind. One who doesn't have this, rahitasya. Can you point out a state where we don't have I notion in the body nor mindness in the indriya? Sleep. Any vyavahara takes place? Swamiji, snoring takes place. Snoring takes place. Snoring, it is involuntary action. You are the karta, is not there. Karta is not the doer. I do notion is not there. It is an involuntary action. So that is there as well. So therefore he says it like this. Dehendriyadishu aham mama abhimana rahitasya. In the case of the person who doesn't have the I notion in the body and mindness, notion of mindness in the indriyas, for him, pramatritva anupapattau, pramatrittvasya, the status of being the pramata, the knower. Again, pramata is upalakshana for karta, bhokta, all those things. This is one the indicatory word, upalakshana. So, doer, seer, hearer, experiencer, thinker, like that. Anupapattau. Anupapattau means asambhave. This anupapatti is a ticklish word. It can put you out of gear. If you see the dictionary, it can't make much sense as such. You have to see. Anupapatta. Generally, anupapatta means when it is untenable. That is generally you get the untenable. What is untenable here? Asambhava. When it is not possible. When you don't have the identification with the embodiment, there is no possibility of the status of being knower, doer, experiencer, etc. So, rahitasya pramatritvanupapattau. Pramatrittvasya anupapattau. Anupapattau means asambhave, when it is not possible. He says pramana pravritti anupapattehe. Pramana pravrittehe anupapatti. Anupapatti means asambhavat. Because of asambhava, the activities of the pramanas cannot take place. Activities of the pramanas cannot take place. So that is. So for this now, let us see how inference is there in the implied in this. What is proved? In the sleep, adhyasa is not there, vyavahara is not there. Agreed? In the waking and the dream, adhyasa is there or not? Yes. Vyavahara is there or not? Yes. What does it mean? In the language of reasoning, this is called, what is that? Anvaya Vyatirika. Adhyasa is there, Vyavahara is there, Anvaya Vyapti. A rule of Anvaya means the presence of something, continuation of something. Anvaya Vyatirika word we have seen in detail earlier. We have seen that in the introduction we had seen this. Anvaya Vyapti, a rule of presence or continuation, means if dehatadhatmya is there, adhyasa is there, dehatadhat means adhyasa. If adhyasa is there, vyavahara takes place. In sleep, adhyasa is not there, vyavahara is not there. Can't you verify in sleep adhyasa is not there? If adhyasa were there, what would have happened? I notion in the body should be verily experienced, which is not so. So therefore, we have got the rule of Anvaya and Vyatireka of Adhyasa with Vyavahara. You know what it gives? This gives the conclusion that based on the Anumana that Vyavahara is born of Adhyasa. Vyavahara is born of Adhyasa, or Adhyasa is the cause of Vyavahara, which will be clear if you take an illustration. First you understood this? Waking and the dream, Adhyasa is there, Vyavahara is possible. This is Anvaya Vyapti. Presence of Adhyasa means presence of Vyavahara. In the sleep, Adhyasa is not there, Vyavahara is not there. Absence of Adhyasa means absence of Vyavahara. This is Vyatireka Vyapti. So therefore, it will be clear with the illustration. Therefore, Adhyasa is the cause of Vyavahara. So how it will be explained in the Tika, but we know the basic principle, then it will be easy to understand the Tika. Now look, mud is there, mud pot is there or not? No? No, no, for mud pot, mud is there means mud pot. Don't start doubting it. We are saying you have to see the context. I don't mean that only because mud is there pot becomes. I don't know that. We are analyzing the context of a mud pot. In the case of the mud pot, mud is there, mud pot is there. Anvaya Vyapti. Presence of mud means presence of the mud pot. Mud is not there, mud pot is there? No, mud pot is not there. Vyatireka Vyapti, absence. Mud is absence, pot also is absence. Therefore, the mud is produced by, not pot is, mud pot is produced by mud, or mud is the cause of mud pot. Fine? Rule is there or not? Means wherever Anvaya Vyatireka Vyapti is there, of Anvaya Vyatireka of, see, in the case of a given thing, if there is Anvaya Vyatireka of something, that something is the cause of the given thing. Just Anvaya Vyatireka of mud is there with relation to pot, therefore mud is the cause of pot. This is what the Tikakara is going to explain. Fine, let us see now. So he says, why is because in the Bhashya, Dehendriyadishu aham mama abhimana rahitasya etc. only Vyatireka Vyapti is given. Anvaya Vyapti is not given. Bhashyakara doesn't give. Do you know why? Bhashyakara has got confidence in your intelligence. He says, these fellows are not ordinary fellows, they are what? Brahmavidaha, Brahmapara. So they are highly intelligent. Therefore, they will come to know that the Anvaya Vyapti is that Tikakara is going to, only Vyatireka Vyapti is given here. See, for that, the Tikakara introduces the topic, he provides the base. Devadatta Kartrikaha Vyavahara. Take for instance, Vyavahara, activities. Whose activities? Done by, taken to, by whom? Devadatta. Miss Devadatta, I hope you have got it. Yeah. Devadatta Kartrikaha Vyavahara. The Vyavahara activities taken to by Devadatta or done by Devadatta is what? He says Tadiya. Tadiya means Devadattasya, of Devadatta. Dehadishu aham mama adhyasa mulaha. It is on account of aham. I notion, and mama, mind notion, in the deha, body, adi for indriya, whose of Devadatta. Understood? Tadiya dehadishu. Tadiya means Devadattasya, of Devadattasya. Dehadishu, in the deha, adi for indriya. What is that? Aham adhyasa. In the deha, aham means identification. I notion, ahankara. Mama, in the indriyas, mulaha is produced by this adhyasa. How do you say so? The reason is given. Tadanvaya vyatirekanussaritva. Make a note that tat stands for, tadanvaya means tasya anvaya. That tat stands for vyavahara. Tadanvaya means vyavaharasya. Kasya vyavaharasya? Devadattasya vyavaharasya. Of the activities of Devadattasya. Tadanvayasya Devadattasya vyavaharasya. Anvaya vyatireka tat tasya. Then what is the tasya? Vyavaharasya. What is the vyavaharasya? Anvaya vyatirekanussaritva. It is in accordance with the anvaya, the presence, and vyatireka, absence, rule of what? Vyavahara. You know what it means? What you already seen. Adhyasa is there, Vyavahara is there. Adhyasa is not there, Vyavahara is not there. In the case of sleep, Adhyasa is not there, Vyavahara is not there. So Vyatirikatva. So therefore he deduces a rule now, Vyapti. Yaditham tat tatha. This is a very short this thing, but it's a very tricky one. Literally it means whatever that is like this, tat tatha, that is like that. What is whatever that is like this is like that means what? So whatever that is itham means whatever that follows the anvaya vyatireka rule. You can make note. Anvaya vyatirekanusari bhavati. Itham bhavati. That whatever that is like this means that which follows the rule of anvaya vyatireka. You know what is anvaya vyatireka rule now? Presence of something is the presence of something. Absence of something is the absence of the same thing. So therefore this is the anvayasvi bhavati. Tat. That thing which follows or conforms to anvaya vyatireka rule. Tatha means tanmulakam. Tanmulakam means it is caused by that thing whose anvaya vyatireka rule applies. Okay, don't get confused when they take this much. A thing which follows or conforms to the anvaya vyatireka of something. A thing which conforms or follows the anvaya vyatireka of something is born of that something. Is born of that something, or that something is the cause of this thing. We are distinguish a thing and something. A thing which follows or conforms to the anvaya and vyatireka of something is caused by that something or is born of something. That something is the cause of this thing. See, this is easy if you keep the Mrud and Mrudghata example. Mud is there, mud pot is there. Mud is not there, mud pot is not there. So therefore, mud is the cause of mud pot, or mud produces the mud pot. Why? The mud pot has the vyapti of anvaya vyatireka with respect to the mud. That's all. There's nothing. It's not a big thing. See, this becomes complicated because Nayayika's language. So that is that. At least I have not gone into total technical thing. If total technical things is the end of it. That's why. If you want, I was joking anytime. If you want to complicate a simple thing, learn Nyaya. A simple thing, because they take into account all the aspect, and to safeguard the aspect, they provide so many clauses as a result of which you totally get confused. Actually, the thing is very simple. That is see, it gives it is like a gymnasium to the intellect. It gives exercise to the intellect. Actually, Puja Swamiji was telling, olden days Nyaya was required, but modern days education, even if it is incapable of giving the bread, it can give, it can give this exercise to the mind as such. So Nyaya is not necessary as such. So why? If you complete Brahmasutra Bhashya, even if Brahmajnana is not obtained, this much is guaranteed. You have got a sharp intellect, analytical, not taking things for granted, which has got the capacity to delve in depth. The thing is, that is Vedanta. Vedanta is Vedanta, and in much more than Vedanta, this Brahma, much more in the Brahma Sutra. That is, see, look, by this you must have already got the sample. It doesn't take, it doesn't take the things for granted at all. Otherwise, no chalta hai. So that is why, see, now you will understand why I insisted the regular attendance. In fact, in the questionnaire, I had put so many questions, bhasha, etc., only to scare you. I have not at all taken to account what you have studied earlier. Only one thing I have seen, genuine interest, which is known by the commitment to attend regularly. Of course, certain exceptions are there because something comes in life, and that's fine, that's different thing, we can't avoid that. But otherwise, that genuine interest, those I could find out who have got genuine interest only on this side. So that not all those things, how many bhashas we attended and all that, whether Naishkarmya Siddhi is done or not. So none of this. But some people, they gave one person gave the form and say, I can't attend regularly, and what is that? I didn't accept the form at all. Sorry, attend the camp as such. So this is what is there, because camp, you know why? Captive audience. Otherwise, I can do one thing. So look here. Here, selected student, because otherwise I get disturbed by this Ayaram Gayaram. I can play the tape somewhere. Do you know what will happen? There also Ayaram Gayaram will be there. There will be and they will not be the same, they will pick up something, etc. Otherwise I need not keep for the camp at all. I can some evening I can keep one or two cassettes per week I can play as such. But same thing will happen there. They will come and they will go as such. I have no control over this. Anyway, so therefore what is that continuation is necessary. It is analytical. I have told you repeatedly. Atma Nirupana, what happens? Because you have exposed something earlier, and when you learn a text, even if you miss one or two, you can pick it up. Because that is here it is not in like a mathematics, goes step by step as such. So that is fine. So therefore it says yadittam tat tatha. Yadittam tat tatha. So therefore yatha, see illustration. Yatha mrunmulaha ghataha iti prayogaha. So therefore mrunmulaha ghataha. The ghataha is mrunmula. It is mula means which has got the cause in the mud. Why? Anvaya Vyatireka follows. Mud is, pot is, mud is not, pot is not. Therefore, pot is made up of mud. Now, see, Anvaya Vyatireka Vyapti determines the cause. We have seen the Anvaya Vyatireka Vyapti in terms of whose Anvaya Vyatireka Vyapti? Anvaya Vyatireka of Vyavahara with respect to Adhyasa. Adhyasa is, Vyavahara is there, Adhyasa is not there, Vyavahara is there, Vyavahara is not there. The Vyatireka Vyapti, Adhyasa is not there, Vyavahara is not there. That is what is told by Dehendriyadishu, etc. Tatra Vyatirekam Deha iti. So Vyatirekam darshayati. So Bhashyakara points out the Vyatireka Vyapti. What is Vyatireka Vyapti? In sleep, Adhyasa with respect to the body is not there. So Vyavahara is not there. So we have seen that sentence. But Tikakara explained, Devadattasya sushuptau adhyasa bhavi. In the case of Devadatta, because Devadatta's example was given as a Kartrika, Vyavahara, etc. Sushuptau adhyasa bhave, absence of adhyasa in the sleep, Vyavahara bhavaha drishtaha. No, Vyavahara bhavaha. See, if you miss one letter, what happens? Vyavahara bhavaha, Vyavaharasya abhavaha, absence. In sleep, Devadatta has no identity in the body, Adhyasa is not there, Vyavahara activities also are not seen. Vyavaharasya abhava drishta. Now this is Anvaya Vyapti, which is not given by Bhashyakara. Jagrit swapnayoho adhyase sati. In the case of Jagrit, waking, and Swapna, the dream, adhyase sati, identity in the body is there or not? Yes. In sleep with the subtle body, in the dream, not sleep. In sleep, no identification, adhyasa is not. In dream, adhyasa with the subtle body. In the waking, adhyasa with the both gross and the subtle body. So therefore, Jagrat Swapnayoho adhyase sati, Vyavaharaha, activities are seen or not in the dream and waking. Iti Anvayaha. But sir, this Anvaya Vyapti is not given by Bhashyakara. He has only given Dehendriya etc. Vyatireka Vyapti. He says, Sputatvat na uktaha. It is Sputa. Sputa means it is clear. So, Bhashyakara expects minimum that much of intelligence to study Bhashya. Bhashya is not meant for all people. That is why I say, Shankaracharya wrote Prasthanotrayi Bhashya, Upanishads, Brahmasutra and Bhagavad Gita. He was not satisfied. Do you know why? This cannot cater to all the people. Because to study Bhashya, what is necessary? Intelligence is necessary. Not only that, consistent application of the mind and perseverance is necessary. See, thrice a week you have to do tapas. No, not ordinary tapas. Thrice a week regularly, and the Swami doesn't give holidays also. So therefore, so that is tapas. That itself is a great punya. It's a punya greater than any yaga. It is big yaga as such. So therefore, so that means the so it is not for all. That's why he composed the bhakti stotras. Because which can be made use by many. Because he is a Jagat Guru. He is not just a guru of a class. He is the guru of a mass. He has to cater to all varieties of seekers. So that is there. So that means that. Now here Bhashyakara is commenting on what? Brahmasutra, in fact the most difficult among the Upanishads and this. So he expects a certain level of intelligence of the seeker, and he says it is clear, so therefore spashtatvat na uktaha. So therefore now he says, now the question is, sir, that is fine. How do you, we have already seen, but the Tikakara has to explain, how do you say that this implies or answers that the Anumana and Arthapatti are cited as the Pramana to prove the existence of Adhyasa? How do you say? The Tikakara says, he says, Anena Lingena. By this Linga, Anena means for Anumana inference, this Lingena means Hetuna means, what is that? Karanataya Adhyasaha Siddhati. Adhyasa is proved to be the cause of Vyavahara. Adhyasa is proved to be the cause. What is the linga? Anvaya Vyatireka Vyapti of Adhyasa with respect to the Vyavahara. So therefore, Anena Lingena. So therefore, usually, what is linga here? See, in the case of fire, what was the linga? Smoke. But here, nothing like that's concrete. Here a Vyapti, a Niyama is linga. What is the Niyama here? Anvaya Vyatireka Vyapti. Adhyasa follows the Anvaya Vyatireka Vyapti with respect to the Vyavahara, and therefore Adhyasa is the cause of Vyavahara. If you are still this thing, keep that mud pot. Mud is the cause for the pot. How? Mud is, pot is. Mud is not, pot is not. So therefore, this Anvaya Vyatireka Vyapti of the mud with respect to pot proves mud is the cause of the pot. So also here, Adhyasa is the. This example enough for you. Just you revise this example and draw the parallels. Mud is in the place of Adhyasa. Pot is in the place of Vyavahara. That's all. So Anvaya Vyatireka. So that is what I say. So therefore, what is proved now? Adhyasa is proved. Why? We get the Anumana inference as the Pramana. So that's it. Now you say Vyavahara Siddhyati for Arthapatti now. Vyavahara Rupa Karyanupapatyava. Next, say Vyavahara Rupa Karyanupapatyava. After Va, you can add Adhyasaha Siddhyati iti Arthapattihi Pramanam. Continue iti Bhavaha. Just because that Adhyara is there. It's like this. Vyavahara Rupa Karyanupapatya. Veti is there, no? That Veti is Va iti. After Va, before iti, make Adhyara. Va, then Adhyasaha Siddhyati. From earlier portion of the sentence. Adhyasaha Siddhyati. Continuing. Iti Arthapattihi Pramanam. Iti Arthapattihi Pramanam. Iti Bhava. This is what it means. So okay, don't just, if you want Sanskrit, I have given you Sanskrit, but this is what it is. So what is it? Vyavahara Rupa Karyanupapattihi. Anupapatti means asambhava. Karya effect. What is the effect? Vyavahara. Look, Vyavahara, are you seeing or not? Its cause, are you seeing? No. But what is told you? Adhyasa is not there, Vyavahara is not there. So therefore, without the cause, Adhyasa is not possible. But the Adhyasa you have not seen, but you have seen what? Karya. So as a Arthapatti, what does it mean? When a Karya is seen, and when you know that Karya is impossible without a specific cause, even if you have not seen the cause, cause is presumed, can be presumed. Is it not? So therefore, so Vyavahara you see or not? Yes. Vyavahara without Adhyasa is not possible. Come on, tell me how Vyavahara without Adhyasa is not possible. You have to find out who is doing. Can Atma do? No. Can body by itself do? No. So therefore what should be necessary? Adhyasa is necessary. So therefore without Adhyasa, what is not possible? Vyavahara is not possible. But Adhyasa we are not seeing. How can you see? Can you see Adhyasa? Can you seeगा तो उसको पकड़ के मार सकता है, वो मिलता ही नहीं है. So it is not perceptibly available. So therefore it is Sakshi Pratyaksha. It is Sakshi Pratyaksha. But if you want, you can have Arthapatti. What is Arthapatti? We have already seen, without Adhyasa, Vyavahara is not possible. Why? If no Adhyasa means either Atma should do or inert embodiment should do. Neither can do. So therefore identification is necessary. Vyavahara is seen, means adhyasa is, cause is there, it is presumption. So that's what say. Vyavahara rupaka karyasya anupapatya. Anupapatya asambhavena, because of impossibility of the effect in the form of vyavahara. How? In the absence of adhyasa. So therefore he say va means that is adhyasaha siddhyati. But which is the means of knowledge you have employed here? Arthapatti. Adhyasaha siddhyati iti arthapatti pramanam. Arthapatti. See. Dehendriyadishu aham mamabhimana rahitasya pramatritva anupapattau pramana pravritti anupapatti gives answer in two forms. Two pramanas supplied. One is anumana, other is arthapatti. So you are fond of pramana, no? Have it. So we told you Sakshi Pratyaksha is the pramana, and yet if you insist, here is the pramana. Now this Vyatireka Vyapti is little thrashed. See, you are telling for that in sleep there is no adhyasa, or there is no abhimana, means adhyasa with respect to deha, indriya. This is not there, etc. And that means what you mean? Adhyasa or identification with deha and indriya is necessary for vyavahara. Is it not? Why two? Have only one. See, lighter the better. Like Indian Railway slogan, travel light, less luggage, more comfort, make a journey a pleasure. So therefore, you want adhyasa for vyavahara, no? You can have identification with the gross body. I am a man, enough. Have vyavahara. Why that additional as my indriyas, etc.? Why that? It is only to point out, merely I am man is not sufficient. Indriya adhyasa also must be there. For that the Purva Paksha is like this. Nanu, continuing tika. Nanu manushatvadi jatimati dehe ahamiti abhimana matrad vyavaharaha siddhyatu. Sir, let the vyavaharaha siddhyatu. Let the vyavahara be possible or established by what? By simple disidentification. What is that? Manushatvadi jatimate dehe. In the body which has got the species of man, woman, etc. in the body, ahamiti abhimana matra. By mere adhyasa of I-ness, where only in the body. That matra means indriyas are excluded. Aham iti dehe, in merely the body which has got that notion of man, etc. Aham abhimana matrat vyavaharaha siddhyatu. Let the vyavahara take place. So why he says kim indriyadishu mama abhimanena? Why you want that abhimana, identification of the body, identification with the indriyas, and as my indriyas? Why? Less the better. Iti ashankya aha. So having doubted, the Bhashyakara says, take the Bhashya, nahi indriyani.
Nahi indriyani anupadaya pratyakshadi vyavaharaha sambhavati.
He, because इंद्रियाणि अनुपादाय प्रत्यक्षादि व्यवहारः न संभवति. Like this. He इंद्रियाणि अनुपादाय प्रत्यक्षादि व्यवहारः न संभवति. You should know now. Moment na or nacha comes in the beginning of a sentence. Be careful. Reserve it. Until when? Until you get the verb and join to the verb. He, because he says, Indriyani anupadaya. Anupadaya means without employing, without using, without taking them as mine. Upadaya means using, taking to, grahana, taking to, making use of that. So here, na upadaya, anupadaya, without employing, without using, means without taking them as mine. Pratyakshadi vyavaharaha. Pratyaksha adi vyavahara. Activities like pratyaksha, direct perception. Adi for anumana, arthapatti, all these pramana, prameya, vyavahara. So they be careful about the adi, no? Because for other pramanas also adi vyavahara. How? Indriyani anupadaya, without taking the indriyani. Now this word indriya here is again upalakshana for linga, etc. You know why? Without indriya, pratyaksha is not possible. Without linga, inference is not possible. Without the karana jnana, arthapatti is not possible. So therefore, because pratyaksha adi is used, accordingly indriya adi must be there, and therefore indriya stands for linga, karya, like whatever that is necessary to operate the pramana. So therefore we say so anupadaya pratyakshadi vyavaharaha na sambhavati. So adi for anumana, etc., the pramana vyavahara na sambhavati. Tikakara explains that indriya word is upalakshana for linga, etc. Indriya pada tika. After that, nahi board, after that. Indriya padam lingadehe api upalakshanam. Actually, there is nothing, repetition of what we are saying. The word indriya is upalakshana, indicatory word of linga adi. Linga means linga for anumana. Then sadrisha for upama. Illustration, drishtanta is there, that it is a similarity. Like that, upama, etc. Upalakshanam. Why? How do you say so? He gives reason. Pratyakshadi iti adi pada prayoga. In the bhashya, pratyakshadi vyavahara is there. Means it is not simply pratyaksha vyavahara, anumana vyavahara, upama vyavahara, arthapatti vyavahara, like that. So correspondingly what is necessary must be available. So na sambhavati. What happens now? If their indriyas are not available. Say, look, for a person who is blind, is it possible to have adhyasa like drashta and the seer? No. Why not? Eyes are not operating. When eyes are not operating, seer cannot be possible. So, therefore, for vyavahara, I am the seer. What is necessary? Indriyas are necessary or not? That is explained by Tikakar. Says, tathacha, accordingly, means that with the indriyas are necessary, accordingly, tathacha. Pratyaksha lingadi prayuktaha yaha vyavaharaha. Any vyavahara, any activity employed by pratyaksha means direct perception. Linga for anumana, inference, etc. Vyavaharaha. So, what is the nature of that vyavahara? Drashta, anumata, shrotra, aham ityadi rupaha. See, when you perceive something, who are you? Perceiver. When you see something, you are seer. When you hear something, you are hearer. When you smell something, you are smeller. On account of what it has come? Pratyaksha, which is possible by indriyas. As a result, you have got the status of seer, hearer, taster, or perceiver. You employed an anumana. What is necessary? Without linga, can you infer? No. And because of this, you have the status now as what? Anumata, inferer. Anumata, inferer, because of why? You have made use of what? Linga. If linga is not there, it is not possible. So therefore, drashta, anumata, inferer, shrota, hearer, aham, I am so and so, ityadi rupa. This vyavahara, saha, with that vyavahara, indriyadini mamataspadani agrahitva na sambhavati. Without taking the indriya, linga, etc. as belonging to me, it cannot take place. Understood? Say, indriyadini, which are mamataspadani, aspada, ashraya of mindness, the locus of mindness, indriya, etc. Mamataspadani, agrahitva. Agrahitva is the anupadaya of bhashya. Without taking into account, without using, without the employing, without taking them as mind. Agrahitva na sambhavati means seer, hearer, inferer, etc. possible only when you take indriyas or lingas as belonging to me, that adhyasa is necessary. Or a little alternative he has given, yadva or tani. Tani means indriyani mamatvena anupadaya. Without using them as mine, without me taking them as mine, yaha vyavaharaha, whatever vyavahara, tad na, sahana means it cannot take place. Same thing in a little different way. If you don't take these indriyas, etc., that vyavahara is not there. For example, a blind man. In blind person, the eye cannot be taken as mine, no seeing, therefore drashta, I am the seer is not possible. That's all. Of course, don't bother much about that. Yadva tani mamatvena anupadaya indriyani, without employing as mine, yaha vyavahara, whatever vyavahara, sahana, it cannot take place. Iti yojana means vakya. And next sentence you leave it because it speaks, it justifies the tva pratyaya. Some grammar is there. Anupadaya is there, no? Anupadaya is a lep pratyaya. Lep pati is a kuta pratyaya. When the tva means is a past participle related to something earlier action, there what happens? The doer must be one and the same. Lakshmana, having approached Rama, told like this. The one who approaches and one who tells is one and the same. That is what is established there. Let us not bother. Take indriya, that is that without indriyas being used as mind, vyavahara is not possible. So that is now being established in the take next line. Last word. Indriyadishu mama iti adhyasa bhave. In the absence of adhyasa like mind in indriyadishu, andhadehe iva, like in the case of andha, blind, adi for badhira, deaf. So in the case of blind or deaf person, drashtratvadi vyavahara, activity like seer, adi for hearer, na syaditi bhavaha. It is not possible. It is not possible. So therefore, what's the matter now? You can't say simply I notion as I am man, etc. is not sufficient. Adhyasa, that adhyasa, beside the adhyasa with the body, adhyasa with indriyas as mind necessary. Without that, vyavahara cannot take it. Now he says, see, seeing from different angle, fine, agree. So he says, now the question is like this. Let indriya adhyasa be there. You want to make it light. Why the deha adhyasa? See, this is all implied in what Bhashyakara is going to tell next. Next sentence has got all these implications. So the Purva Paksha says, see, look, okay, agreed, what is necessary? Because he has been given illustration. Without eyes, etc., you can't be seer, hearer, etc. Is it not? Therefore, like that. So let the adhyasa with indriya be there, but not with the body, where indriyas will be hanging. Where can they hang? Because the indriya should have a locus, ashraya, and in the ashraya of indriyas is where? Body. So therefore, without the ashraya of the body in adhyasa, how can we relate the indriyas to mind as such? So therefore, tika. Indriyadhyasena eva alam. He says, no, not that way. Indriyadhyasena eva vyavaharat. Stop. And that alam should be taken with alam dehadhyasena. That you have to connect that way. Indriyadhyasena eva vyavahara. See, sir, by superimposition of indriya on atma alone, vyavahara is possible. Therefore, alam dehadhyasena, there is no need of superimposition of deha on the body. This alam has got, alam also means no need of, with the instrumental of whose need is not there. Alam means enough. Generally, alam means enough. While eating, alam, enough. There are different ways of telling enough. Sometimes for a courtesy, enough. Serve more, they say. But sometimes when the food has come up to the neck, real alam comes. Bas. Alam means bas, enough. Okay. But here, alam dehadhyasena, instrumental of the subsequent word is there. No need of dehadhyasa, no use of dehadhyasa. Iti aha. If that is the doubt, it says, nacha bhashya, nacha adhishtanam antarena indriyanam vyavaharaha sambhavati. Antarena means vina. Adhishtanam antarena. Without adhishtana. What is adhishtana? Adhishtana is ashraya. Ashraya of indriya is what? Sharira. So therefore adhishtana here stands for sharira. So adhishtanam antarena means shariram vina. Antarena means vina, without. Indriyanam adhyaharaha, vyavaharaha na sambhavati. The activities of indriyas are not possible, because first you should have the body, then the minus with the indriya. It is not possible. See.
Om aham vrukshasya reriva kirti prushtam gireriva urva pavitro vadiniva swamrutamasmi dravinagum savarchasam sumedha amrutokshitaha iti trishankor vedanuvachanam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Balyadishvapi jagrudadishu tatha sarvasvavastasvapi vyagrutasvanuvartamanamahamityantaspurantam sada swatmanam prakati bhajatam yo mudraya bhadraya tasmai shri guru दक्षिणामूर्तये अशुभानि निराचष्टे तनोति शुभसन्ततिं श्रुतिमात्रेण यत्पुंसां ब्रह्मतन्मङ्गलं परम् अतिकल्याणरूपत्वात् नित्यकल्याणसंश्रयात् स्मर्तॄणां वरदत्वाच्च ब्रह्मतन्मङ्गलं विदुः ओङ्कारश्चार्थशब्दश्च द्वावेतौ ब्रह्मणः पुरा कण्ठं भित्त्वा विनिर्यातौ तस्मान् माङ्गलिका उभौ ॐ अथ ॐ अथ ॐ अथ लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः